Alrighty, first things first, we're going to take a look at your DMR. We did very, very well on these, so we're going to be able to fly through. Please use the hand raise emoji if you have a question about one of the answers or one of the questions. All right, yesterday you were asked, what is the name of this coin? Penny, penny, easily spent, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. You should have selected penny, and you did. We also just said the answer to the next question. It is worth 1 cent. A penny is worth 1 cent. Again, you will notice there are two sides of a penny. There is the heads side that has a head on it, and there is a tails side. Unfortunately, there's no tail on the penny, but it is just the back side of it. Name the colored portion of the model. There are 3 parts colored. 1, 2, 3. So our numerator needs to be a 3. There are 4 parts on the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our denominator needs to be a 4. So the correct answer is 3/4. 3 of the pieces are colored. There are 4 pieces altogether. William.
I got 8 out of 8.
Excellent. We did do a good job on this yesterday. I'm excited. Next one says, add the unit fractions to determine the sum. We have 1, 2, 3. The pieces don't change. There are still 4. Okay, so your answer should have been 3/4. Questions on that one? All right. Next up, find the area of the rectangle. Hopefully by now you have memorized the area is equal to length times width. Our length is a 6. Our width is a 3. 6 times 3 is equal to 18. Because it is area, we need to have a label of inches squared. 18 inches squared is your correct answer. Questions on that one? All right. Next up is perimeter. Perimeter is like a fence going around the outside edge of a shape. Our outside edges are 6 and 6, 3 and 3. So we have 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3. And that will equal our perimeter. 6 plus 6 is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6. 12 plus 6 is 18. So our perimeter is equal to 18 inches. Not squared because it's not inside of the shape. It's just along the outer portions. Last one, last two. Name the place value of the underlined digit. We have a tens place underlined. Ones, tens, hundreds. The tens is underlined, which means we are going to be rounding to the tens place. So our ones tells us what to do. This happens to be a 2, which is on the 2 or less side. So we give it, 4 or less side. We give it a rest. 5 or more, we raise the score. 2 is right here. So it's going to move down or backwards to 530. 532 is between 530 and 540. It is closer to 530 because it is only 2 steps away. Questions, concerns, or comments on this one? All right, this was the best DMR we've had so far, kiddos, so I'm excited for those skills. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at your math lesson today. Your math lesson today is on Monday. All right, ready? Here we go with our songs, people. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Here we go. Penny, penny, easily spent. copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. Nice. Nickel. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents, I know that. Dimes. Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. Remember, that's describing the way the coins look. The dime is the smallest coin that we have, but it is not the smallest in value. Quarter. Quarter, quarter, big and bold. You're worth 25, I'm told. Lovely. All right. Also, to get you warmed up on money, this is my kids' favorite vocabulary every single year. So we're going to watch it. Vocabulary on money.
Pennies, nickels, and dimes, they're all mine. Listen, you know, I get paid. All of y'all better know I get paid.
Hey, are y'all ready? I like to say hi, my name is Penny. I'm the color copper, kind of red. But I don't let that get to my head. I'm only worth 1 cent, yeah, just one. But I make change and I get the job done. For all the scholars, if you wanted $1, gee, you would need 100 copies of me.
Up next on the mic, I'm a nickel. I'm worth 5 pennies, it's that simple. I'm colored silver, second biggest in size. 2 of me, that would be worth a dime. Yes, I'm a nickel, the coin worth 5 cents. Bet you didn't know I knew how to rhyme. You can flip me and get heads or tails, I'll still be a nickel, can't you tell?
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got money.
It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save. I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save.
Come on, pass the microphone, dude, I'm a dime. Worth 10 cents and I'm right on time. I'm the littlest coin, but worth more than a penny or a nickel, yeah, for sure. I'm worth 10 pennies or 2 nickels. I got a new deal for you, it's simple. Take 10 of me and you've got $1. Dimes make all the dudes holler, holler.
You want the biggest coin people use on the daily? They call me quarter, my life's crazy. Worth 25 pennies, 25 cents. I'm large and strong, I don't get bent. A quarter of $1, so it takes 4 of me to make $1. If you're at the store, take a look at me. If you dig a picture of George Washington wearing a wig.
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got money.
It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save. I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save.
Check me out, y'all. My name's Bill. I'm $1 made out of paper. I must be a scholar. Worth 100 pennies or 4 quarters. I'm pretty. Just look at my 4 borders.
I'm a $5 bill. Hi, I'm Abe Lincoln. You think I'm worthless? What's your brain thinking? I'm worth $5 or 500 cents. My head is big, yeah, so are my friends.
$10 bill here for all to see. If you love colored paper, you just love me.
Okay, enough, guys. Yeah, that's plenty. I'm worth more than y'all. I am a 20.
What about me? I think I'm rather nifty. I'm not 20, kids, I'm 50.
We're $100 bills, you better let us in. Cause don't you know it's all about the Benjamins? Benjamin Franklin, he's on my face. I'm the biggest bill in this place. Ha! That's money, but it's not funny to me. You need to work hard cause it doesn't grow on trees.
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got money.
It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save. I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save.
Let's go.
I've got money, money, money. I have got money, money, money. It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save. I've got money.
All right. That will get us warmed up, kiddos. It is time to count some money. Go ahead, please, and get on your seesaw. Click on that activities tab to refresh your page and see find the value of coins and bills. And bills, we're adding bills today. Yeah. All right. With your teacher, we're going to review the success criteria. We've already watched that vocabulary. We've already reviewed our vocabulary. So we're going to work on slides 1 through 7 together. Okay. Your success criteria as you are pulling it up is as follows.
Our learning target today is to find the value of any collection of coins and bills. Write amounts less than $1 using the cents symbol, and write larger amounts using the dollar symbol in the form of dollars and cents. Today we're going to focus on recognizing the value of a collection of coins and bills. We're also going to work on writing the amount using the proper symbol. Yesterday we learned all about how to record using a collection of coins. With an amount being less than $1, we would use the cent symbol. With an amount greater than $1, we use the dollar symbol. Today we're going to apply our knowledge of this vocabulary as we find the value of a collection of coins and bills.
Dollar bills, y'all. All right. If you have not already, make sure you are adding that response. As I shared with you, we are going to take a look at slide 1 through 7 together. Slide 1 says, order the bills from least value, or I apologize, from greatest value to least value, okay? So over here, we're gonna start with the big ones, and y'all already know that's about the Benjamins. Go ahead and line up that $100 bill over here under greatest value. $100 is the largest common bill that exists. Yes, there are actually bills that exist that are larger, but I have literally, in all 29 years of my life, never seen one. So they are not very common, okay? Then we have the 50. Yep, I'm nifty. I'm not 20. Kids, I'm 50. Yes, Christopher.
Did you know there's a $2 bill?
I did know there is a $2 bill. Again, that is not a very common one, but if you were to go to a bank and give them $2, you could trade it for a $2 bill. Yes. Nice little tidbit of a fact. Next up, we have the 10. Oh, that's a lie. We have the 20. Woo, my brain. Then we have the 10. So your order should be 100, 50, 20, and then 10. Following that, we go down to the 5. And last but certainly not least, we have the $1 bill. $1 bill, y'all. Okay. So greatest value to least value. As Christopher shared with us, yes, there are other uncommon bills, such as the $2 bill, but these are the kind that you will most commonly or frequently see in your life. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at slide 2. Slide 2 is a video example. I am going to play this video. We will discuss questions or comments at the end. So please watch this example of how to count money when bills are included.
Let's do an example together as we find the value of a collection using coins and bills. Step number 1 is to label the value of all coins and bills. Okay, I see I have a penny, which is 1 cent. I have a nickel, which has a value of 5 cents. A dime has a value of 10 cents. And 1/4 has a value of 25 cents. I also notice in this example, I have some bills. I notice a $1 bill. So I'm going to label this as 1.00 because it is one whole. And the same thing for this dollar bill, 1.00.
It's important that you notice this decimal point, okay? If we did not have this decimal point here, we would not be able to tell the difference between 1 cent and $1, okay? This decimal point with the 00 is how we know we are talking about one whole dollar and not a penny. So that decimal point is very important.
Okay, we have now done step number 1. Step number 2 is to count money from greatest value to the least. So let's start with our bills. We know that our bills are whole numbers. So sometimes it helps students to line up the numbers as they add. So we have one whole plus another one whole. Notice how I'm lining up the decimal points to show these are one wholes.
And again, when she says lining up the decimal points, if I were to draw a line, they're in the same place. This is just like when we line up our hundreds, tens, and ones, plus our hundreds, tens, and ones. We don't want to mix up and accidentally add the ones to the tens. In money, this is going to be the dollar, the dimes, and the pennies, okay? We're lining up our place values of the $1, of the 10 cents, which is dimes, and the 1 cent spot, which is pennies, okay? We line those up carefully.
The numbers to the right of the decimal are like fractions. It's part of a whole. Next, I can think about my greatest value in the coins. I see 25 cents as my next greatest value. So I'm going to add 25 cents to this. Remember, 25 cents is not a whole number. It's part of the whole. So I'm going to keep my decimal point right down here. I'm going to bring it down every single time. Next, I have a dime, which is 10 cents. I'm going to add the 10 cents. 10 cents. Notice it is to the right of the decimal point because it is part of the whole.
So again, she's still got those decimal points lined up. We know that cents are not a full dollar. They are a part. So, hello, how are you? Oh, yes, ma'am. Have a great day. So we see here that the parts are after the decimal point. There's also an imaginary 0 here. Our quarter is not a full dollar. Our dime is not a full dollar. So it's empty, but that 0 is there. There's $0. It's just the cents.
It's like a fraction of a dollar. Keep going down to my least value. Next is my nickel. A nickel is a value of 5 cents. So here's where it gets tricky, boys and girls. When I bring my decimal point to the same place, I cannot put the 5 right next to it because that means it is 5 tens. We know that's not correct. We're going to say that it is 0.5 because 5 is in the ones place. Something very similar for the penny, which is a value of 1 cent. We know a penny is a fraction of a whole. So we put 0 and 1 cent. That's in our ones place.
Okay, this is again just like when we have our hundreds, tens, and ones, except this time it's dollars, dimes, and pennies. Okay, our pennies are our 1 cent. Dimes are our tens place. We know that a dollar is 100 cents, so it's in the hundreds place. So we have to make sure when we have coins that don't have 2 digits, they don't have 2 digits inside of them either that aren't 0.
Now I can add these together. to find the total sum of my collection of bills and coins. So first, I could think about my whole numbers and I could combine those together. I know I have two wholes. I have at least $2. I can bring my decimal point down all the way in the same spot that I've been using it as I combine the values. Next, I can think about my cents. I see I have 25 plus 10 more. I notice that it's going to go up to 35 plus 5 more. 35 plus 5 will give me a value of 40 cents. Plus 1 more will bring me to 41 cents. So to the right of the decimal is where I record the cents. $2 and, remember we say and when we get to the decimal, 41 cents. Don't forget, when we record money, we have to use a money symbol. When we have a value that is greater than $1, we use the dollar symbol. You guessed it. Awesome job looking at our first example together.
All right, so let's work on this together. Go ahead and go over to slide 3. I apologize, slide 4. We're going to work on some and then we'll come back to that second video. Let's go to slide 4. It says find the value of the collection. Again, you can move these coins. I want to move them so that I can kind of group them together because that's a good strategy for me that helped me yesterday. Okay. So now it says step 1 is to label the value of all coins and bills. Okay, so I see that I have $1. So I'm going to change my color so that it's easier to see. There we go. I have 1.00. That is worth a whole $1. My quarter is worth 25 cents. My dime is worth 10 cents. My other dime is worth 10 cents. So step 1, label the value, is done. And remember, if I'm writing, you are writing. Step 2, count money from the greatest value to the least. Our dollar has the greatest value. Let's go ahead and list that here. 1.00. That looks like 100 with a decimal in it because a dollar is worth 100 cents. So it moves over to 1 whole. Now we're going to record the next greatest value, which is our quarter. There's a decimal and 25. So I recorded my dollar, I recorded my quarter. Yes, Terrence?
You could do $1.25.
Yes, but we're listing the values from greatest to least. Then we have 2 dimes. So a dime here and a dime here. Remember, make sure your decimals are in the same place. So kind of imagine there's a line right here. Do yours line up? If not, make a change. So now we're going to add up our total, okay? Miss Renee showed you one way. I want to show you another way. I would like to show you how you can do this like standard addition. Let's go with our pennies, our ones place. 0 plus 5 is 5. Plus another 0, still 5. Plus another 0, still 5. So I'm going to put my 5 down here. I just did this like a regular addition problem. Now I'm going to look at my dimes or my 10 cents selection. 0 plus 2, that's 2. Plus 1 more, that's 3. Plus 1 more, that's 4. So I have 40 cents here. And my decimal point. And then I have $1, and look, there's nothing right here. So that's going to be $1. When we write it as our answer, we need to include the $sign. This collection of coins shows $1 and 45 cents. Any questions about this? Okay. Let's take a look at slide 5. Slide 5 asks you again to find the collection. For me, I like to move my coins so that they are all together. If you like to do that too, go ahead. This one, I'm going to try to count a different way, and I want you to count it with me. First, we're going to label the value of all coins and bills, okay? So let's label. Our dollar is 1.00. Same thing with our other dollar. Let's label those values first. Our dimes are worth 10 cents. A 10 there, a decimal with a 10 there, a decimal with a 10 there, a decimal with a 10 there. Pennies are worth 1 cent. 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, I am noticing that this only has 1s and 10s. I know how to count by 1. I know how to count by 10. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I know that $2 bills is equal to $2. So go ahead and write that. In my head, I know how to count dimes. 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is worth 40 cents. So I can put a 4 in that dimes spot, that tens place. Then I'm just going to add 1. So I'm at 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So there will be a 4 in my pennies place. Okay. I still followed the directions. I counted the money starting with the dollar, didn't have any half dollars or quarters, counted my dimes, no nickels, counted my pennies. So you can also count mentally in your head. Okay. Now, some examples, when I've got quarters and nickels, I don't really know how to count by 25 super quick. So that's when I might want to do the addition sentence. But if I know how to count by 1s and 10s, go for it. Okay? You can do that mentally as well. Any questions about these two? Okay. We're going to watch the video that was on slide 3 before we do 6 and 7, okay? So please watch this video. You don't need to click it on your screen, just listen to it on mine. and then we will solve 6 and 7.
Using the steps to the right, let's find the value of this collection together. Step number 1 says to label the value of all the coins and bills. I see $1, another $1, and a third $1. I notice I have a quarter, which is 25 cents. A dime, which is 10 cents, excuse me. Another dime, which has a value of 10 cents. A nickel, which has a value of 5 cents. And I notice 3 pennies, which we know have a value of 1 cent each. Step 1 helps me because it organizes my thinking as I label each value. Step number 2 says to count the money from greatest value to least. Again, this helps me stay organized. I know that my $1 bills are the greatest value. So I'm going to add up the sum of my $3 bills. $1, $2, $3. Right now I have $3. Notice that I'm writing it with the decimal point so I don't confuse my dollars and cents. Now I can add on from $3 and count up my collection of coins. I notice I have 25 cents. So now I have $3.25. I'm going to keep counting as I go. Remember, starting with the greatest value. After 25, I'm going to keep counting my cents, and I'm going to add 10 more cents. So now I will have 35 cents. $3.35. Keep going, 10 more. 35 plus 10 cents is going to be 45 cents. $3.45. Keep going. I notice 1 nickel, which is a value of 5 cents. So 45 plus 5, I'm going to now be at 50 cents. Don't forget, you still have $3. $3.50. Now I can count by ones. $3.51, $3.52, $3.53. My total is $3.53. Okay, now I need to think about how I am going to record my answer. I'm going to choose a different color now. I know that I have 3 whole dollars and I have 53 cents. When I have a value that is greater than $1, I need to use my dollar symbol as I record the amount. Remember, we read it from left to right. We say $3 and when we get to the decimal, 53 cents.
All right, so that's another way that you can think. I want you to understand that these items right here, this will eventually be done in your head. Eventually in your brain, you'll be able to look at money and count it. This is showing what is happening inside of your brain until you get to that place, okay? So eventually you'll be able to count quickly in your head. We're practicing getting to that quick place. Slide 6 is where we left off. Let's look at slide 6 together. This time I have a $5 bill. I'm going to organize my coins. That helps me make sure I don't accidentally count a nickel as a dime or something like that. Okay? Step 1, as always, says, let me switch back here, label the value of all coins and bills. This is a $5 bill, so it will have a 5 decimal point 0, 0. Our $1 bill, as we know, is a 1 decimal point 0, 0. Our quarters are 25 cents. You should be getting quicker at recognizing the coins. We've been practicing for some time. Our dimes are each worth 10 cents. There are 2 of them. We have 1 nickel, and it is worth 5 cents. And we have 2 pennies, and each penny is worth 2 cents. Okay, so now we're going to do step 2. Count the money from greatest value to least value. I know that my 5 and 1 put together is equal to $6. I am going to add my $6 to my coins. Two quarters together is equal to 50 cents. I can see that because 5 plus 5 is 10, and 10 plus 20 plus 20 is 5. So this is going to be 50 cents. So now I've grouped together my quarters and I've counted 50 cents. Okay, so we've got our $6, we've got our 50 cents. Now I'm going to group together my dimes. It's easy for me to count by tens. 10, 20. So this is going to be adding 20 cents. Decimal point 20. And we need that decimal point because if we didn't have that decimal point, it would be $20. And that's not what 2 dimes are worth. My 5 is all by itself. That is 5 cents. Please with me write decimal point 0.5. If you write a decimal point 5, you're saying it's 50 cents because that's in the tens place and it's not. And finally, our 2 pennies put together is decimal point 0.2. Okay, so we've grouped together our money amounts this time. Now let's go ahead and add them together. $6 plus 50 cents is equal to $6.50. So we've added our $6, we've added our 50 cents. I'm at 50 cents and I have to add 20 cents. I know that 5 plus 2 is 7, so 50 plus 2 is 70. So now I'm at $6.70. I still need to add my nickel. Well, I'm at 70. 70 plus 5, that's easy, 75 cents. So now I'm going to have $6.75. Now I need to add 2 cents. Well, I'm at 75, 76, $6.77. So I have $6.77. And I need my dollar sign, and then I can circle it so that I know I have my answer. So this is another way that you can count money. You need to figure out the way that counting money works best for you. It might be this way that we've just seen. It might be mentally when the numbers are easy for you. It might be like Miss Renee showed and writing the addition sentence. Okay? You need to find a way that works for you. All right? This is our last one that we're going to do together. Go ahead and arrange your coins. Be really careful with those nickels and those quarters that you don't get them confused. Your arrangement does not have to look exactly like mine. You just need to make sure that you have them arranged together. Okay. Step 1 says, label the value of all coins and bills. A $5 bill is worth 5.00. Our quarters are worth 25 cents each. We have 3 of them. Our dimes are worth 10 cents each. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and we have 6 of them. Our nickel is worth 5 cents. There's 1. And our pennies are worth 1 cent each. Okay. You're going to notice something that is different about this counting. We are going to have more than $1 in change, and we're going to have to change it up into a dollar bill. Okay. So this is what happens when you do that. Label the value of coins and bills. Done. Count the money from greatest value to least value. Let's get that done. We have $5. So I'm going to write my 5.00. And I've got that $5 bill taken care of. Let's group these together and put how much they're worth. 2 quarters is worth 50 cents, plus another quarter is worth 75 cents. So this is equal to 75 cents. Let's group together the dimes. Let's count by dimes, by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This is equal to 60 cents. And I'm getting pretty good at counting money now. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 of my kinds of coins together. I have a nickel and 3 pennies. I know how to start at 5 and count up by 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. That equals 8 cents. Okay. So now I've got to figure out what to do with this cents. Well, let's go add them to our addition sentence. If you don't have room, move somewhere on your screen that you do have room. So I've added my $5. Now I'm going to add my 75 cents. I'm going to line up my 60 cents. And my 8 cents. And remember, 8 cents has 0 tens and 8 ones, 8 pennies, okay? So I've now got $5 plus 75 cents plus 60 cents plus 8 cents, okay? Let's add this up the way we would add up a standard addition problem. 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. Plus 0 is still equal to 5. 5 plus 8, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Put down your 3 ones or 3 pennies and carry that dime or that 10. Now we have 1 dime plus 0 dimes. That's 1 dime. Plus 7 dimes. That's 8 dimes. 8 plus 6, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14 dimes. We know that 10 dimes equals $1. So we have to carry our dollar and put down our 4 dimes or our 40 cents. So we've regrouped. We've got $1 now. Now we have $1 plus $5. That's $6. So our answer that we'll put down here is $6 and 43 cents. Okay, so this is an example of what happens when your coins are worth more than $1. You've got to regroup. You've got to put them together. Okay. All right, your instructions tell you independently to complete slides 8 through 11 by finding the value of the collection. Reflect on your success with today's skill using math vocabulary. Click the check